about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody move.
We are in a state of emergency.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
In honor of Women's History Month, we've been talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And this morning, we are focusing on
every Friday during Women's History Month.
All month long, we've been celebrating Women's History Month by talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And this
to boldly go where no man has gone before.
So ain't nobody move for me. Like at the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire at reality's temple. Reality's temple. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody move for me. Like at the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire at reality's temple.
This is Palmetto Star, but you can call me Prophet. Prophet Rogan, the Prophet of Black Supremacy, and author of 3 Steps to End Racism Right Now.
If the world practiced these 3 steps, what would it look like?
Black empowerment, black rulership. The ability to define one's own reality is freedom. 3 steps to end racism right now is freedom in real time.
Now, why is racism trendy?
When hasn't racism been trendy in America? It is built off of racism. Everything about America is racist. We have never experienced the world without the shadow of racism, without the terrorism of racism, without the threat of racist intentions. We have never experienced that.
I ordered this book, God is on Trial. I ordered this book from Amazon, and I must say I've read it. It's very well written, very thought-provoking. And so sisters and brothers like Alberta Parrish, again, God is on Trial. It is a provocative, thought-provoking, very real and honest point of view regarding the gods of major religions or of Abrahamic religions, and why those of us who follow these belief systems should be asking the same kind of questions instead of just blindly accepting and following.
But let me preface my point with this story of Jeanette Salters, who renamed herself Mama Lena Diop, and her sister, who named herself Nzinga Jana. They inherited some land, acquired the land in Ghana, and was murdered by the locals. Why? Because they were Americans. A few of the natives didn't feel it was right that foreigners had a right to that land. So, to go back to Africa Negro
your mind.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told Jimmy that if black people in Harlem just stop saying hello and instead say salam alaikum, he said the whole thing will change. All you got to do is say salam alaikum. Let's say it slow. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum.
Salon and Wellness Spa is located in the historical area of East Point, Atlanta. This is a center for cultural, family-oriented community commencement, and just couldn't have chosen a better place for the Colored Only Cafe to make its debut. Very proud that Brother Palmetto Star has hooked me up with this opportunity, and they've allowed me to be the vending. I right now have the sole vending contract with this wonderful establishment. So excited. All of my Philadelphians, it feels like home. All of my Atlantic, you already know it. All of my ATLians, you already know it's home. But definitely, it has a northeast type of vibe. So please come down and enjoy. We are just here on the weekends right now, and we are Friday and Sundays. But every weekend, you can expect a great time, cultural engagement, awesome meals dripping in melanin. So come on down and enjoy.
Peace, prayer, and knowledge. I'm Soul Sister J. I'm Soul Sister D. And I just wanted to say thank you for all the people who helped to the medical fundraiser for my uncle Taalik. And it has meant so much to us that you would help, because without you guys, his life would not be possible and we would not be with him today right now. And I just wanted to say, for all of you that helped and that donated, I would really like to give a big thanks, and I hope that I can meet you one day and say thank you in person. I love you guys, and next. Okay.
But when you have laws and things on paper that say, if you do this, we're going to punish you by incarcerating you, and you break them and you're dumb enough to get caught, then you're just dumb.
All right. Shout out to Reality's Temple in the building. Just for I got to get him on here, man. You talk about somebody polarizing. Whoa. that brother is I'll leave that alone. Shout out to the brother though. Just
Come on. Assemble the people. Come on. We will not be defeated by witch doctors' illusions.
And that is Brother Taalik from the Reality Temples on Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
I stand for nature. I stand for anything that is right. I'm pro-righteous, not pro-black. I am pro-righteous and not pro-black. So do your thing.
To ring out in perfect harmony, Terry Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Southern Gal.
Let's be honest. If black folks are going to get reparations, then they're going to need a 4-star general's approach to it. It will have to be approached in an organized, sustained, military-like way. A flamethrower of a man will have to be the keynote speaker concerning reparations. Brother Malcolm would have been the perfect man to go into the United Nations to pressure the power structure to give us reparations. But he's no longer with us, and his brothers who helped stop him haven't picked up the tab. They weren't serious. If reparations is going to be addressed, then a serious individual like this brother named Taalik Ibn'rad should be sent to the UN to speak before the General Assembly. Taalik has the qualifications to be taken serious. He's been consistent in his seriousness. He's a man that's not going to go into the UN and bite his tongue. He's going to express how he really feels. He won't modify his delivery. He won't flip the script, buck, bow, smile, and beguile. He'll let the power structure know how black people really feel and why they need restoration for the mental and spiritual destruction done to all of us. Go get him. Wake him up in the middle of the night and bring him to New York. He'll come in a clean but wrinkled undershirt with a loose-fitting collar. He might come in a robe, maybe in a suit. He might drive a truck to the UN. But you can rest assured, Taalik will be coming as himself. And once the world hears him, the fight for what black folks need will be over. It doesn't matter if Taalik is the opening or the keynote speaker. All you have to do is hear him, and you'll be hooked. What? Meet you at the old Autobahn so we can rally up and organize the people? Haven't you heard that place is always closed? The old ones in the power structure vowed that they would never again give the people that kind of space to assemble. They are scared of Malcolm's ghost now returning to the crime scene. That's why that place is always closed. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
I keep it real.
What, dear?
Cause I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
I want to make something very clear before we get more deep into our talk. And it must be understood that in this life, we cannot win at everything. We cannot win all the time. In this reality that we live in, there is checks and balances, yin and yang, life and death, black and white. It is natural to lose. There are many creatures who live, and unfortunately, their fate will end in the mouth of a predator. Many rabbits, many antelope, many deer fall victim to wolves and coyotes and whatnot. In order for us to live, something must be destroyed, something must be consumed just for us to have life. So we should not feel bad about being called a loser. However, in nature, a deer does not just stand there and want to get eaten. The deer will run. The antelope will run. These animals will do whatever they can to try to spare their life. They just don't sit there. They try. They don't play the victim card. They try. What I noticed about modern day soul brothers and sisters, modern day American black people, is we love to play victim and we love to make excuses. The one who says, let us stop playing the victim card, make excuses for why we continue to lack progress by using the mythology of voting and marching and so forth. And the ones who believe they are making moves but cannot progress make excuses because they continue to use the same things that did not work in the past, expecting it to succeed now. But it did not succeed then. I have been in pro-blackness, or this thing is blackety black stuff since I was a little boy in the late 1960s, early 1970s. And I have heard so much throughout the years, blame the white man. And this is unnecessary because our younger people don't know who their enemy is. So we must, as adults, we must teach the children our history. We must teach them like a mother antelope will show or teach in her way that the lion and the tiger and these animals are not your friends. These are your enemies. This is one of the reasons why we have so much problems as AKA Black Americans, AKA soul brothers and sisters, AKA African Americans in this country, because as adults, we have a naive way of looking at our situation, many of us, and we put our children out here and we do not teach them what they're facing. We do not teach them the reality of their environment. And so when the lion shows up, when the predators show up, they fall victim because they don't know what they're dealing with. I was watching a zebra or some animal going to get a drink at this river, and there's crocodiles in the river. And this zebra has not been taught, does not know that this crocodile can do you serious harm. And so the zebra is taking a drink, and the crocodile is not even trying to hide. The crocodile is in full view. But this zebra clearly was never taught, it has never learned a lesson about crocodile. So the crocodile just get closer and closer, snap on the zebra head, and the zebra is a meal. And we are meal. Sean Bell, Sandra Bland, Eric Garner, George Floyd, we are meals to crocodiles in this nation over and over again. Why we don't have this? Why we don't have that? Fresh out of slavery, this making excuses mindset. I don't see it recorded where our people was talking about how traumatized they was. We use trauma. We use poverty. We use the white man. We use all kinds of excuses over and over again to justify our failure. Why we can't do nothing. Why I feel like this. Why I feel like that. You cannot suffer more poverty, more trauma, more of anything that you're talking about than people fresh from the slave plantation, but they came from the slave plantation and went out, traumatized and everything, and learned how to survive. And created at least 30 towns in this nation. We had representation in the Congress and so many things that was going on from a traumatized people, y'all say, that suffer from post-traumatic slave syndrome. Now, if these persons, many of them were slaves, you've never been a physical slave. These people actually just come off the slave plantation. Why didn't post-traumatic slave syndrome stop them from their progress? Because they did not use that as an excuse. You're supposed to have a survival element in your brain, in your mind, that want to survive. You're quick to give up. You're quick to lay down. So you and I in nature would be easy prey for the lion and the tiger and the bear. Oh my. Making excuses as they swallow us, the anaconda swallow us down into its belly. We should be tired of making excuses. This generation, because you're spoiled, you want somebody to cuddle you. Oh, that's so terrible what you went through. Oh, that's horrible. Let me kiss your little hand. Let me kiss your little knee. You and I are in a survival situation, and no predator treats their prey with kindness. They devour you. They give you great pain. They take your life. And you can make all the excuses that you want as they swallow you into their belly. So I got tired of hearing always blame the white man. What you gonna do about it? What we gonna do about these things? Nothing. Just sit around and making excuses for failure. You and I are going to allow people that came straight from the slave plantation progress better than we can. That's pathetic. That shows how much of a loser you really are. And we came from them. Look how low we have fallen. And you got an excuse for that. You have an excuse for everything that you do being a damn pathetic loser. And you think that other people gonna respect you. You're a loser. And you proud of it. You bring up all kinds of ways to justify why you can't do this. How come you can't, there's a reason, and God do this, and it's not the right time, and my leg hurt, and or whatever. We love to lose. Any excuse we can use. He said, he hurt my feelings. She hurt my feelings. I don't like him. I don't like her. Whatever it is, just find some kind of way so that you can justify being a loser. Birds of a feather flock together. So all the other losers, we get together, and that makes sense because you're a loser too. So you want to justify the fact that you're a big-ass loser. If you have that attitude, this is not the place to be. It's time that we stop making excuses for losing, especially when we are not really trying. You're not trying. You're spoiled. You want somebody else to come out here and do everything for you. You're not trying. You're not trying to heal yourself from trauma. You need a therapist. You need some psychiatrist. You need somebody. You're not even trying to get their service. We're not trying to do anything. You're supposed to lose when you're not trying. How are you going to win the basketball game when you don't want nobody to pass you the ball? You scared to take the ball and shoot. So we talk tough. We talk bad. And we put on a big show. And deer and antelope, they put on big shows, but they don't impress the lion and the tiger. You got to do better than that. You just a meal waiting. I could be wrong. How do we begin this brief and very short talk and get straight to the point? The point is, after people have been robbed of their culture, who they are, their religion, their language, they have been robbed of their very humanity. The beginning of the healing process, once they get into a better place, I say a better place, I did not say they were liberated. I did not say that they were free. A better place. So in the United States of America, in relation to the American so-called Negro, our ancestors was emancipated and they were not free. Our ancestors were set loose. There was no attempt to heal the hundreds of years of harm done to another human being. They were set loose, and if they lived, all right, or if they died, who cares? Set loose to depend on their own device. That's the word I'm looking for. And so that is what they done. The beginning of the healing process starts with trying to find yourself an identity. And of course, for many of our people, we knew very little of anything. So we wanted to become like our oppressors. We wanted to be good Americans. And in 2021, for many of us, that's all we wish to be. However, as we began to get certain knowledge, we began to learn that we had ancestry connected to what we call Mother Africa. And now many of us feel a connection to the Aborigines, the natives of this land, North America. And then we also begin to we began to get introduced to biblical teachings, whereas we find ourselves in biblical folklore, and we become Hebrew Israelites, and we speak about our being Moors, and the list goes on, as you know. And we are the descendants of Kemet, and the list goes on and on. So it is a rush, an emotional rush to find an identity, because we've been without an identity for so long. So I understand the need for scholarship, the need to find your place in the world. So we study and we do our research and we become scholars and master teachers. in religion and theology and history and some of the sciences so that we can have a connection to the universe to give ourselves a place in this world. It is confusing, actually, because everybody is not a Hebrew Israelite. Everybody is not Kemetic. Everybody is not a black Muslim. Everybody is not a Moor, and the list goes on and on. We're not a Nuwabian. It's confusing. But even so, that's where we have been spending our time for a long time. And I'll guess that is all right, even though it's confusing as hell, because we still don't know who and what we are. With all our education and scholarship, and the majority of the people in this country don't care. I am an American citizen, and you will have more of us just wanting to live our life instead of trying to adopt to some of these teachings. The teachings, somebody's teaching that they made up, fabricated. But I guess it is important that we try to find ourselves. However, my concern is you can listen to all these teachers from young Pharaoh to Sarah Sudan Seti to the House of Consciousness Sonetta, Cynthia G, Michi X, and the list goes on and on. It's numerous. Tariq Nasheed, it's numerous. And what I have noticed is we have all this scholarship, all these teachings, Nation of Islam, the red, black, and green, but nobody, and we have had debates for at least 20 years on social media. What do we debate? Our ideology, our religious beliefs. That's all. But yet and still we say that we are still oppressed. We still say that we are not free. But nobody is debating on how to get free. So you can study the YouTube pages of young Pharaoh and Sonetta TV Studios, Black News 102, and you can study Brother Polite. You can study all these persons that you follow, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. None of them are offering you a way out. None of you. They want you to come on their slave plantation, but nobody is offering you and us how to get off the plantation, whether it's on the white man's plantation or whether it's on their plantation. They only offer you a choice between them and the white man. They would prefer that they be your slave master. So they tell you, come follow me, come listen to me, instead of getting us off the plantation. Let's go to Africa so somebody else can take care of us, so we can be in bondage to another law, another policy. You are not offered your own independence. You are not offered a way out, no matter what channel we go to. They don't debate about a solution to end our problem once and for all. None of them. And you listen to them because you are institutionalized and slavery is all you know. So you are a slave to the Caucasian, you are a slave to God, you're a slave to Jesus. You have to have a slave master. You're not interested in true liberation, freedom, justice, and equality. To get out of your incarceration. You just want to be in a position so that you can continue the life that we have always known, being a slave in this nation. I have reached out to many of these persons, and I wish to come on your platform to speak about that solution, to end this once and for all, to gain us power, to gain us influence. I wrote them emails and I asked them, how much do you want? Because they are about money. They're not about our liberation. They're not about our freedom. They are about our entertainment and our continuous, never-ending oppression in this nation. How much do you want for me to come on your platform so that I may bring the solution to end this once and for all in the person of the plan we call Operation Exodus Mississippi? No reply. They don't even want my money. And these people are money hungry. Donate to my Cash App, my GoFundMe, my PayPal, buy my shoes, anything but get you off somebody's slave plantation. They want to keep you in slavery. They want to keep you in bondage physically, and they want to keep you in bondage to a theology or an ideology that does not permit your mind to think. So on this platform, we don't do that. There is no theology. There is no ideology. Nobody talks about my scholarship. I've been doing research for 35 years and all that other stuff. We only want to get out of incarceration. Open up the damn jailhouse door. We want your mind 1,000% liberated. That's what we want. We want us to be free. We don't want to be under somebody else's law, somebody else's policy. We want independence. We want power. We want our own. I don't mind being related to Africans. I don't mind being related to Aboriginal or whomever. But I don't want to live in your house. We are our own unique grown people. I want my own. I want to make my own laws. Like when you leave your mother and father's house. You love your mother and father, but you want your own house. Raise your children the way you deem they need to be raised. Eat how you want to eat. Your house, you rule. Even though you love your mother and father. Has nothing to do. I hate Africa. I hate Aboriginals. I want my own. I'm unique. I'm strong. I'm smart. I am intelligent. After 400 years, don't you and I, our people, deserve our own? And that is what the Operation Exodus Mississippi represents. Our true independence and freedom, a definite solution. Why are you going to continue to hang around in a place that only continues to make you comfortable in your oppression? Get on board the soul train. Share this message with others. Subscribe to the channel.
Peace, family. I'm just here to let y'all know, yes, it's true. YouTube deleted my channel because they're racist and don't like to see black people happy, positive, and doing great independently without white liberal influence or demonic control. So, luckily, wait 1 second. Luckily, I'm always 30 steps ahead, and I backed up all of my videos. So you can get all of my YouTube videos, my classic videos on my website at AdMinister.com. Also have a kids youth section being created. Intros done, outros almost done, and that's being flooded as well. So come to AdMinister.com to watch any of my classic YouTube videos. It was over 1,000 of them, my new content plus my youth content, and we're going to go to school and get the proper education. And we're not going to be brainwashed or be controlled by white, liberal, racist, occultic, Freemasonic Democrats or YouTube or anybody else. So with that being said, I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and we're going to the top. Odd Nation, holla. We can see it here now. We can see it here now. Motherfucker gonna delete a YouTube channel that's positive, but you gonna keep up the homosexual shit, the motherfucking the sexually deviant shit, all that bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. So I'm this is my public disclaimer now. I don't do nothing illegal. All my shit is on paperwork. All my shit is professional. I'm lawyered up. All my ducks is in a row. I file taxes. Nothing illegal. Don't let these motherfuckers lie. Don't let these motherfuckers try to set me up. Don't let these motherfuckers try to pull me over, act like they found something in my car. Don't let these motherfuckers act like they found ain't shit in my nothing. I don't have nothing going. I make all of my money legitly and legally. And legally. Don't let these motherfuckers lie. I'm healthy. I don't eat meat. Don't let these motherfuckers be talking about something. The nigga, no. If anything happened to me, I was killed. I was poisoned. Straight up. And I'm not even saying that I expect it to happen, because a motherfucker not going to do shit to me. But I'm just giving you the disclaimer. I'm healthy. I'm legal. None of that. Do not let these motherfuckers line me up. I ain't doing nothing illegal. I'm not eating nothing wrong. None of that. We taking these bitches to court. We taking these bitches to court. And if anything happened to me, that's the motive. That's the motive. Ain't no freak accidents. Ain't no none of that. We taking these bitches to court. And we going to start with YouTube. We going to start with YouTube. And whoever want it next, going to get it next. Whoever want it next, going to get it next. Straight up. That's how young Pharaoh playing. I'm not fucking with nobody, but ain't nobody going to think they going to be fucking with me. Straight up. So YouTube, we see you bitches in court. This will be added to the lawsuit, and I need my bag. I need my bag. You may very well be witnessing the end of an empire. Because I'm not going to stop until I own YouTube ass. Straight up. You dirty bitches. You dirty cock-sucking, steak nasty bitches. That's what the fuck you are. Racist ass, white liberal, Democrat bitches. That's what the fuck you are. Who censor people's views. You hide people's channels. You delete people's followers, you delete people's channels, and you control people's growth through your platform. And you systematically control who you do and do not want to grow. That is what you do. That is what you do. You see black people on the internet talking positive about each other, and you hide our channels, and you censor them, and you destroy them. But you see black people on YouTube talking that bullshit, acting homosexual, promoting gang culture, promoting Satanism, and you get them bitches the most motherfucking promotion you can give them. Because you motherfuckers have an agenda to destroy our community psychologically. How you gonna do the people like that? How y'all doing the people like that? Huh? Y'all gonna just do the people like that? Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. So I'm gonna let y'all know, alright, cool. Negative frequency I can put out. And I'm going to focus it right on your ass. And I got something for you. And I got something for you. I got something for y'all bitches. Straight up. No more motherfucking games. No more motherfucking games. Let's put it on the table. Let's put it on the table. Let's put it on the table. We dealing with some racist pedophiles who worship the devil. Let's be clear on that. That's what we dealing with. No games. Ain't no God made us all equal shit. Ain't no motherfucking we are the same shit. Ain't no love thy neighbor shit. None of that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let's call it what it is. We dealing with some pedophile, devil worshiping motherfucking Freemasons. That's what we dealing with. That's what we dealing with. That's what we dealing with. And we need to get away from these bitches. Let them motherfuckers do what they do to their own kids. Let them motherfuckers do what they do to their own families. But they not about to keep fucking our families over. Shit, they not gonna fuck mine over. You might let them fuck. They not gonna fuck mine over. Let these motherfuckers rape on their own kids. Huh? Let the Biden family keep having sex with their own family. But y'all not gonna expose us to that. You're not gonna expose my family to that. And however hard I gotta go, bitch, I'm gonna go harder than I had to go. Just to let you know I had that in me. Plus, I had in me what you thought I didn't. So, fuck y'all bitches. My own social media app is on the way. I started my own filming. Yeah. Yes. Whatchamacallit? Private investigation firm coming as soon as I complete this motherfucking discourse, and we getting in these people's ass. And if I gotta start my own motherfucking law firm, I'll do that too. Matter of fact, sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a good idea.
So not only has this case been thrown out, as it says this case will be closed at the end of September, he actually filed for a refund for the filing fee. That is hilarious. Like, you can't even make this shit up. Like, he had to get his $400 filing fee back. That is hilarious. Like, I can't even, like... That is... Yo, I mean, really, though. Didn't he say this was the strongest case they've ever seen? I swear to God, when he was, like, begging for money, when he's first, like, announced this thing, talking about, like, yeah, yep, this is the strongest case they've ever seen. Hyping up all those people, talking about, yeah, I'm gonna double you back, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. That is some, like... But we already knew this was gonna happen. I'm just laughing at the $400 filing fee. You're gonna have to get that back. That is funny as hell. That is hilarious. I don't know, but his people will still be like, oh yeah, riding and dying for his ass. But yeah. What a joke.
We are gathered here today on this sorrowful occasion to say goodbye to the dearly departed.
He was dearly, and he has departed. Thus, that's why we call him the dearly departed. In other words, the nigga dead. As you can see him laying here, I've been here 3 days, the boy ain't moved a muscle. So I know the nigga dead. And it seemed that death was quite a surprise to his ass. Didn't think you was ever gonna die, did you, nigga? I told you about fucking around what was gonna happen. However, he faced the ultimate test. As each man and woman must eventually face the ultimate test. And the ultimate test is, let me repeat that. The ultimate test is whether or not you can survive death. That's the ultimate test for your ass, ain't it? So far, don't nobody we know have passed the ultimate test. Least of all, this nigga laying here. Because this boy wasn't shit, I'm going to tell you that right off. I saw him kicking his mama's ass over there on 47th Street. And if you think we gonna bury you with them diamonds and shit on, you got another thing coming.
And for many, hearing this news of the death or termination of our soul brother, young Pharaoh, his main channel, this does bring great disappointment and sorrow and disbelief, sadness. I'm very sure that it is a hurtful thing because last time I looked, this young man had over 500,000 subscribers. I can't relate. I can't relate. Never been close. But I have had over 100 channels terminated for whatever reason. And those who complained, those who decided to false flag my channels, it got to the point where the corporation Google itself got on the bandwagon. That is why so many channels was terminated. And I was banned. Any video that had my name associated with me, they terminated. You can go and do a Google search, and videos with young Pharaoh and his other minor channels are still up. They destroyed my work as much as they could. But like the Phoenix, because of so many of you who want to hear my voice, then I rise from the ashes. It is not because of me. It is because of you. My voice continues to be heard on social media because you want to hear that voice. And what many don't understand, some of you don't agree with a lot of what I say. You believe I have the right, and you can concur with some of the things that I present. So from the ashes, I rise. And why would a corporation get involved with somebody, unlike young Pharaoh, I only get 10 views, I only have 10 subscribers. Why is it necessary that you concentrate on me? But that is not what this video is about. This video is about the termination of young Pharaoh's main channel here on YouTube. And believe me, it is not a celebration. I don't celebrate false flagging and our people's channels being terminated. I am a victim myself, so why would I be happy? There's nothing to celebrate. There's nothing to be happy about. However, I remember young Pharaoh rising up in the ranks of YouTube. I saw him first on Sonetta Studios, Black News 102. Rising up, and there was another young man called Young Marcus. And I believe my video speaking to these brothers is still up. Sending a message to young Pharaoh, sending a message to young Marcus. I don't know what happened to young Marcus. He disappeared. I guess he decided not to get caught up in the madness of YouTube. And I basically was talking to young Pharaoh and these brothers, so intelligent, so sincere. But I warned them about getting caught up in this blackity black stuff because it's not real. It's not real. 20 years, we should be in a better condition. Going to the debates, getting the scholarship, getting the knowledge. 20 years, and what do we have? A bunch of beggars. Donate to my Cash App. When I first came to YouTube, the people were more sincere, even though they got caught up in the fame. It wasn't about the money because there was no money involved. But it still went to their head that thousands and hundreds of people would listen to them when on the street, their own family members would not listen to them, but they could make a YouTube channel and hundreds, thousands of people would give them attention. That went to them, to their head. And then when YouTube decided, I'm going to let these slaves have some money, make some money, then the corruption began, the insincerity began, the message is used as bait so I can make some money for my family and then whatever. It's no longer about the message. And what is this message? This message is really nothing anyway. 20 years on social media. How many years after the civil rights movement before social media? And we have nothing. And you wonder why I speak out against religion. I speak out against spirituality. I speak out against Pan-Africanism. I speak out against pro-blackness. I speak out against all this trash because it has not done nothing for you and me. A road to nowhere. And these people know it's not going to take you nowhere. That's why they spend their time making you feel good and begging you for your money. And it's just like you at the strip club. Some woman show you a little bit of her backside and you go and throw her dollar bills. And that's what they do for you. Young Pharaohs, Seti, Sonetta, Polite, Tariq Nasheed, Cynthia G, Michi X, and the list goes on and on. All thing they got to do is show you a little bit of booty, a little bit of breast, and you act like you at the strip club and throw them some dollar bills. You make it rain on them. And the stripper, except a little peek at her breast and her boobs, she give you nothing. And they give you so-called information and it's nothing. You just a slave on the field, buck shuffling, having a good time on the plantation. And then you go right back to picking cotton. I never understood exactly what young Pharaoh was trying to present to us. His teachings is a mixture of all types of things. He talks about reptilian people. Have you seen one lately? No, you have not. And he mixed the reptilian knowledge, some type of science, with chemic talk and science in general, and just mix a lot of stuff up. And you like him because he's a young man that's giving you nothing. Like an apple with no nutrition. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. But what does an apple do for you if it has no nutrition? I ate an apple one time. Beautiful apple. Shiny. Crunchy. Tasted just like water. No kind of sweetness, no kind of nothing. But just like so many people on YouTube, the message is lost. The sincerity is lost. Now it's about AdSense money. Now it's about my Cash App, my Patreon, and the list goes on and on. YouTube have turned the black conscious community in a community of a bunch of professional beggars. And prior to social media, you had nothing but a bunch of folks begging for your donations, begging for charity, begging. That's all you hear out their mouth. Help me do this. Help me do that. And what do you see? All this begging, donating, cash apping. What do you get? Absolutely nothing. And so he's debating and making money. Gets into it with Sonetta because Sonetta is greedy. And all his flamethrowers, all his popular circus acts, that's because that's what you become. All your circus acts don't want to give them no money, so they leave. So you don't hear nothing about the great debates no more, because those who attracted you to the circus decided to strike out on their own. And they have done very well. Young Pharaoh has done very well. Sarah Sutanseti was doing well even before Sonetta TV, and Brother Polite do very well. So, I don't understand the teachings, but you like this young man. He has some type of charisma, and he's articulate, and he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And you're comfortable. You really don't want to hear the real deal. That's enough. You found another preacher, another church to go to, the church of young Pharaoh. You love him. So, he joins with Sarah Sutanseti, and that's an odd combination because they're similar, but they're different. But they can tolerate each other's difference, and they are a powerhouse team. Young Pharaoh decides to move along in his thinking process. Next thing you know, he's a Donald Trump supporter, getting on the bandwagon, Republican, and he's supporting Caucasian militia groups and all this stuff. I don't know I don't know what's up with that. Then he turns around talking about suing YouTube. I need $1 million. And y'all give him over $500,000, $800,000, and we don't see no evidence of no papers showing that this man is suing YouTube. However, he does tell you about his new house that he just bought. Is that a coincidence that you buy a new house at the same time that you was able to get over $500,000 to sue YouTube? And if you notice, these persons, when they get into it with YouTube or Facebook or whatever, They are the same people that always talk about we must do for self and love black folks, but they do not support alternative Facebook, YouTube sites. How many videos do you see on alternative YouTube, black Facebook sites? They don't do that. They always tell you what white people do and we got to do for self, but you don't see them supporting their own. Because if they would bring, if Louis Farrakhan, if Tariq Nasheed, Young Pharaoh, Seti, and all these would bring their audience to one of these black YouTube sites, they would grow and they would be strong just like Mark Zuckerberg. I'm mispronouncing his name on purpose. They do that to us. They like to make mockery and degrade, act like they can't pronounce our names or whatever. What is the solution that young Pharaoh brings? None. Nothing. He's just a preacher like Reverend Porkchop. Just a preacher like Reverend Porkchop. So, like my equipment decided to trip. Well, anyway, but we can still do this video here. Over 500,000 subscribers. That's a hurting thing. But black man and woman, soul brothers and sisters, what did we lose? Except an entertainer. And that's all. So there's no reason for us to cry over spilled milk because we were not gaining anything. And the only thing the sheeple would do is go find the plantation where Massa gonna go and keep doing the nothing they've been doing for the last 20 years on social media. The sincerity is gone, caught up in the fame, chasing women for their booty. A road to nowhere. I suggest to you that if you really want to get something done, subscribe to Operation Exodus Mississippi Campaign. The best and most realistic solution. I'm not going to take your $500,000 and not give you something. You're going to see progress. You're going to see with your own eyes your true liberation. You're going to see a light in the tunnel. You're going to see that I was speaking about being independent and being free. You're going to see that it's a reality, not just talk. But when you have people sucking your blood just like your enemy, you're not going to go nowhere. Just like a doctor running his mouth, taking blood out your arm, but that's a distraction while he's sucking your blood. Might tell you a joke. You didn't even feel the needle. You didn't even know that you got shot and you lost blood. And that's what these do. They make you feel good. But what do you want? Do you want to feel good in your oppression, or do you really want to feel good in a place of your own? The promised land that Dr. King spoke about in his speeches. It's not going to come to us on a silver platter. We have to be wise enough and smart enough to create it. So I'm not here to make mockery of nobody. Revel in their pain, because it's a painful thing to lose a channel with 500,000 subscribers. But if he had support his own and been on your own platform, build up your people, wouldn't have to worry about that. But since you didn't, you got to keep begging. like a slave.
I keep it real.
What, dear? Because I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
Look, there's something that grinds my gears. I gotta go off. I gotta go off. Something that grinds my gears. Look at him. I'm sitting back. I really don't watch a lot of TV, listen to a lot of radio like I used to. I turn the TV on just so it can play. Turn the radio on so it can play. I'm not into that no more. I probably might listen to YouTube or some other social media than those forms of entertainment. So I'm watching the television set and a commercial, I believe sponsored by the Billy Graham Evangelist Church or something to that effect. I know it said Billy Graham. I know Billy Graham is no longer with us. It might have been his son, Billy Graham Jr. So the commercial that they spending money on, because the television station is not going to give you nothing for free. You're going to have to pay for that spot, and I guess you give your donations to church, and they want more people to donate, and they try to convert folks, so they put the message out on TV. And he's talking about giving your life to Jesus, give Jesus a try, and how Jesus can make your life better and all this. And while the commercial is only 30 seconds long, I'm getting angry as hell as he talking. I mean, I feel like a volcano as he talking, because I know what he's telling us is a damn lie. Jesus ain't gonna do a damn thing for you or me or him. You a liar, sir. How dare you come right in my face and tell me a bold-faced lie? Religion, Jesus, Islam, Allah, all these religious and spiritual systems, and these forms that may not be called spirituality or religion, but it's still the same. Bogus liars. You make me sick. I'm going to call you for what you are. You're a liar. I feel sorry for those who continue to hold on to these damn lies. You know it's a lie. You got to know it's a lie. These things have been around for thousands of years. And ain't no damn Jesus didn't save nobody 2,000 years ago, and his ass is not saving nobody right now. You're a liar. You give Jesus and you give God unearned credit for something that you cannot prove, you cannot show this God did a damn thing. You're liars, deceivers, tricksters. You are no better than this devil person that you talk about. And the hell that you wish upon me, that's the place you're going to, because you're guilty of telling a damn lie. You're guilty of being a deceiver just like Satan. Until you can show that you're telling the truth. And you cannot do that. That's why you ask the people to believe. Because you cannot show that it's real. So just believe what I say. Take it on face value. And these suckers have the nerve to ask me, do you have proof? Do you have evidence that Jesus, God, the Most High, Yahweh, Yah, whatever you want to call him, don't exist? Belief does not require evidence. It's quite evident after all these thousands of years, not one of y'all gods have done a damn thing for nobody that you can prove with evidence, except talk. Make me sick. We have somebody, I remember Whitney Houston, after she won a Grammy or some type of award, and Whitney gave thanks to God. I thank you, Heavenly Father, Jesus, whatever. I think she was a Christian. I thank you for this, helping me get this award. Now, she doesn't give herself any credit. Whatever she is because of this God. At the same time, God did this for you, Whitney. Well, please explain to us why you was found in a bathtub, drugged out your mind, drowned in a bathtub. You a drug addict. Now, how come nobody is giving God any credit? How come nobody not blaming God? It's silence. I see these people all the time when they win, when they are successful. Oh, thank God, thank Allah, thank the Most High, thank Jehovah, thank Yah, thank the whatever. But when they lose and things ain't going right, they silent. And they look stupid and silly. Why? Why you only open your mouth when you win? How come you only talk about this God while everything is going great? You don't say nothing when things are going bad. They become silent. They have no comment. I plead the fifth, because what I might say might incriminate me, because you're a liar, a deceiver. We continue to hold on to these lies. This is 2021. There's no reason for us to be as intelligent as we claim to be, to hold on to these belief systems that was forced upon, that's right, forced upon illiterate people. Because the people in the ancient past the majority was illiterates. Religion gave them an answer for what they did not understand. Unfortunately, that answer was a damn lie. And it came not from no God. It came from the imagination of another man that breathe, that take a dump, that take a leak just like you do. Ain't nothing special about it. Then you talk about God making snow and tornadoes and earthquakes. This has been happening on the planet ever since the human being has recorded his experience, her experience on the planet. Snow, ice, avalanches, tornadoes, earthquakes, whatever. Now, if it's 100 degrees outside in Washington, D.C., and you call on your God for a snowstorm, and we know it's in the middle of summer, it's 100 degrees outside, and it begins to snow, now we might have to take another look. Yo Most High, yo Allah, yo Jesus, wow, hey, I'm gonna tell you, I have to take another look. That's amazing. 100 degrees outside, and we getting ready to have a blizzard. That has never happened. Thousands of years gone by. Are you serious? Oh, man. And these human behaviors, evil and good, it's not because of no God. That's just how we are. You even see what is called evil and good in the animal kingdom. Good versus evil. That's a religious concept. Good and evil. Problem is, what may be good to you might be bad to somebody else on the planet. What might be evil to somebody, to you, might be good somewhere else on the planet. So that's not really a definite. And one of the things that I hear all the time from soul brothers and sisters, well, man, you going out the box now. You really tripping. Our ancestors always been spiritual. And maybe that's the reason why they on the bottom of the totem pole now, being so damn spiritual, waiting on some kind of God, aliens, or whatever to come save them. And it's quite clear, your God and your Most High and your Yah and your Yahweh and Allah, Jesus, ain't did a damn thing for you. Where was Jesus? Where was the Most High? Where was all these damn gods? 400 years on the slave plantation. Where's your God, your voodoo, and all your spiritual power when other folks come to the country, the continent of Africa, and take over the whole continent? Not little bits and pieces. Take over the whole continent. Where the hell is your God at? Your spirits and your demons and your special spiritual power to help you. This goes to show. See, your whole card got pulled. God's whole card got pulled. This God never does anything for you. I don't need a God to give me self-esteem. I don't need a God to help me. I accept the reality and the situation that I'm in and work with it and learn how to use my brain. That's why you're having problems. Your savior and your problem solver is right there in your skull. But you and I, we have been brainwashed from children to believe some type of spooky, invisible, whatever. And then we believe that we're never going to die. Everything on the planet dies except us. Our flesh dies. See, you can't get out. You can't get away from that. So the flesh dies and you turn into conscious energy and fly around the universe. Have anybody ever seen this? No. And we talk about Dimension 7 and Dimension X and all these different places after you die you're going to fly around to. Who has come from these places? Where's your camera? Where's a picture? Where's an audio tape? And there are those who claim they astral project, but they never meet other people out in the universe doing the same thing. Why is that? Because just like the Temptation said, it's just your imagination once again running away with you. That's why. That's the reason why. It's all imagination. It's all lies. You're a deceiver. And then we force these lies and deception on children. You should be locked up for child abuse, child exploitation. It makes me mad. These religions make me sick and make you insane. Religion is why we hate so much. And arrogant and selfish and nasty and violent. The majority of the people on this planet that have been mercilessly murdered, innocent people, was because of religion. Fighting and killing over Jesus, Allah, and whatever. It makes me sick. Because you think I'm dumb enough to continue to believe this. I suggested to us to stop it. You're too old for fairy tales and Disneyland, Mickey Mouse. Oh, I believe in Jesus. Why don't you shut up? That's how you sound. You sound like that when you're talking to me. The Most High. Hey, Pluto. The Most High, Pluto. Disneyland, cartoon stuff. You're too old for that. And you can get angry all that you want to. You want to be Pinocchio and stay a child all your life? You want to be Peter Pan and stay a child all your life? That's your business. But I'm not going to stand around and not warn children and other naive people about this lie. I guarantee you, our condition as human beings would change so much for the better. We get rid of these damn fictional fairy tale lies that you put before the world like it's reality. It's not real. It's no more real than the Justice League of America or the Incredible Hulk or Spider-Man. Or our favorite, Mickey Mouse. Oh, that guy's stupid. Of course Jesus is real. Ooh, man. I just had to rant and get that off my shoulder. And because it's just ridiculous. It makes me so angry. I can't almost have a civil conversation with nobody no more. Because as soon as they bring that God, Most High, and Jesus stuff to me, I just get angry. Who you think you talking to? I'm an adult. Don't bring that nonsense to me. That ain't real. You can flip it and flop it and do whatever. You're not going to, there's nothing you can say, there's nothing that you can do can make it real. Bring your God to the live stream. There's no debate. No need to argue. Bring your God to the live stream. YouTube, Facebook, Zoom, however you want to do it. Bring your God to the live stream. Not one of these gods has shown up on a live stream yet. Because it's a lie. It's fairy tales. It's fake. Need to grow up. Get out of that silliness. Use your brain. I suggest to us, as soul brothers and sisters, that we also subscribe to Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign and learn about the most realistic and best option for the solution of the once called American Negro in this country. And if God wants to help us, I welcome that help. But we've been waiting for a long time. And I see no signs. And I'm not going to give God credit. Unlike you, I'm not giving God credit that he don't deserve.